And they have 7 different methods, I believe, out here. And one of the methods is obviously the Christmas tree type method, where there's a heavy concentration of oil in the center. Right now, that oil is carried down and made a very difficult shot for the players.
Mike thought he had them all, but left the 7-pin on the left lane. His opponent in this semifinal game, Mike Scroggins, and waiting in the wings to meet the winner of the game, his right-hander, Robert Lawrence of Austin, Texas. Big opportunity for Mike's opponent. Defeated Mike in match play 258, 256, but if you've been with us, it's a different story today. Big difference. But Mike Aulby is 1-2, looking for his 20th title and looking for his very first is this 27-year-old from Amarillo.
Mike Scroggins has averaged 254 all week long on the championship pair. He's the one real power player among the lefties. Let's see if he can conquer the championship pair today that's given everybody trouble.
Oh, he starts out. First television appearance ever for Mike Scroggins, who has a brother, Mark, who's trying the tour, hoping to join it soon, that is.
Scroggins, I like the way he gets the ball into his swing. He gets it behind his back, then lines it up with a target, and has a whipping action that kind of whips through the ball. Excellent strike ball. He does it so easily. Full grip, tucks that hand underneath the ball. Great strike ball, needs to get it going.
Leaving the 2-7 on the left lane.
Looks like his style will have no better result than some of the other players, as he needs to get the ball left of the head pin, left of the 2-pin, and slide that ball into 7. Get the ball in this area, let the ball bounce in the 7. With that big hook ball, a very difficult shot for Scroggins.
Does it with finesse. Okay, Mike Aulby now. Back up, marked with a spare in the first frame. Good-looking Mike, who is 27 years old, third-year member of the PBA. Highest finish ever for Mike was 14th in Denver. Another 7-pin for Mike Aulby.
You know, it's interesting, Chris, when players can throw strikes, they get up there very quickly and they bowl. When they're having to study every shot out, think of everything, they're thinking about their arm swing, their release, they take a much longer time to bowl. So Salvemni in the last match went by the 25-second rule and was fined $100. Aulby, who takes the full grip on the ball, kills a shot on this one for the 7-pin, not quite taking as long.
Okay, next Sunday, that's February 2nd, ABC Sports tips off Domino Pizza's college basketball with a doubleheader. First at 1:30 Eastern, you'll see the undefeated number 2 UCLA Bruins. They battle Louisville. Or you may see the Tar Heels of North Carolina take on Georgia Tech. Then at 3:45 Eastern, it's more regional coverage. Game number 2, Kentucky heads to Baton Rouge to meet LSU, or you'll see Missouri take on Oklahoma State. Aulby from the great basketball state of Indiana. There is another possibility. You may see out west Oregon State taking on Arizona. Doubleheader action next Sunday. That's February 2nd here on ABC.
My Missouri Tigers a surprise this year. Now Aulby, who is trailing by 3 pins, cross lane for the 4-7. I like the way Aulby shoots these spares. He kills the ball, no hook, slides it right in.
Mike Aulby, who picks the Redskins to win the Super Bowl tomorrow, as did Parker Bone. Our tournament leader, Robert Lawrence, however, picks Buffalo.
Okay, let's see how Scroggins grabs the ball. He uses the full fingertip grips, jams those fingers down just to the first knuckle, tucks it under there, has a whipping action and good wrist action. I like his strike ball. He's a loosey-goosey type player. Mike Amarillo, living the 6'10". Boy, Chris, he's walking around with such a positive attitude. Walking around fast, good look on his face, very confident looking, yet tough lane condition, first time on championship round. They must teach him that at West Texas State University. Look at Mark McDowell. Mark McDowell, the president of the PBA, won our first championship this year, the AC Delco Classic.
Today marks Mike Scroggins' first championship round appearance. So we naturally asked how he got started on the pro circuit.
Well, Bo, I started bowling really with West Texas State. I bowled with Mark McDowell and Jack Jurek, and they really gave me a lot of inspiration and coaching, and I saw how good they were doing out on tour, so I thought I'd give it a try.
He says his twin brother's application is pending for the PBA Tour.
Well, that'll bring a smile. It'll also help him in his quest for win number 1, a strike in the 4th frame. We'll be back after this. Back again, a dejected Mike Aulby, just plagued by the single spare, and especially the 7-pin. He covered the 7-pin in the 4th for a spare. He has 4 spares in a row, now a chance to make his 5th spare in a row after 2 victories, but hard-earned ones. Four 7-pins today, and here's the 4th. All right. He's going against Mike Scroggins as we go to bow.
Thank you, Chris. Mr. Lawrence, it looks like easy pickings for you out there. You know the right side's easy.
I'm hoping it's still easy. It was pretty nice in practice, and there's nobody throwing over there to change that.
Pretty confident?
Yeah, I think so. I hope it's my turn, I think.
All right, he predicts a victory, Chris. We'll see what happens.
Right. And he may have to meet his roommate, this man, Mike Scroggins.
Well, double.
What a group, roommates. Del Ballard, Robert Lawrence, Mike Scroggins. And this young man has a fiancée, Melanie Arnett. Melanie, look this way so we can see that pretty face. There.
Can open up a 23-pin lead with a 3rd consecutive strike here. I don't think we've had a turkey today, Chris.
No. All right, there's our first. Aulby had 2 doubles, but so there is that 23-pin lead.
You know, something to reflect upon what Joe Salvemini said when we interviewed him. He said the lanes went through a couple of transitions every day. And so in the long term, and sometimes you don't realize they're tough for a game or so when there's a few low games, now the lanes may be coming back around as Scroggins has opened up 3 strikes in a row.
Finally gets his first strike, and it came in the 6th frame of his 3rd game of the afternoon.
Aulby, who used to use a 15-pound ball for about 5 or 6 years, has gone back to the 16-pound ball because he realizes it carries better, especially the 7-pin and the 10-pin on the off hits. Is really in a kind of a quandary right here. He's moved inside to accommodate the tough championship pair, but he's trailing in the match by 23 pins. Do you stay with the inside line, or you take a chance and jump back outside? I think if he doesn't strike here, he may jump back outside if Scroggins opens up a big lead.
The Scroggins lead back to 13, and now it has finally become an exciting game in the semifinal. More of it when we return.
They're mean, they're lean, and they're hungry for some Texas tea. Bowling's big guns shoot it out at the Quaker State Open next Saturday on ABC's Pro Bowlers Tour.
To Grand Prairie next week, Bo.
John Burkett, pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. Chris, he sold one of his cards sold for $20 out here, and then I saw about 10 minutes later, I saw a kid trading 2 Burketts for 1 Chris Schenkel earlier in the day.
Is that true? Well, my pal Mickey Mantle would have something to say about that. Oh, goodness. John Burkett, really a neat guy and loves bowling.
Good bowler. He's one of the few players I've seen who could make the transition from another professional sport and possibly make it in bowling, although he struggled here and finished 151st. Nice looking guy. Now, Scroggins up in the 7th frames. He'll be up there with a lead of 12 pins with this conversion.
Great promotion here for the ARC Sacramento Open. Diane Hazel Ross and a lot of people, the ARC staff, and the city itself. They've really come out, Bo, to welcome us here and hope that we'll return, and we will.
You bet. Newspaper reporters, Bill Poindexter, some nice articles for the Sacramento Bee. We will be back.
Jim Van Vliet was another as we look at Mike Scroggins.
All right, 8th frame, Scroggins leads by 12. It's up for grabs.
Oh, what nice body English. He's really portraying a very confident, stylish approach to this game.
I agree, Chris. Very confident. That's that college coaching. We've seen so many good college players come out here and they step in the championship round so self-confident. But you can't deny a guy who's earned his medals such as Aulby. Aulby, 19 titles, trying to be only the 7th man to win 20. Does not give matches away. 8th frame.
Mike finally has a turkey. 2 doubles coming into this.
Aulby with that wide swing. Watch the great break as the ball goes a little bit high. You'll see the 6 and 8 pins standing. Now he gets a little trip off the sideboard for the 8. The 8 falls in the 6. Unusual strike, and now for the first time in the game, Aulby can take the lead by 8 with another strike. 9th frame.
No, leaving the 6-10. A little less speed.
Well, Aulby is hung as tough as you can in a match. Look at this game he's bowled. 5 spares in the opening 5 frames. Maximized his strikes. He got the 3 strikes. Now if he converts the spare, he'll trail by 4 pins as Scroggins gets up in the 9th. And he's almost kind of hoping, and you can when the lanes are real tough, that your opponent makes a mistake. Scroggins has been awfully tough through 8 frames, but there's still 2 frames left.
The hard way. Now taking a little more time than usual off the approach, Mike Scroggins, because there is a time limit once you get on it.
25 seconds from the time your opponent's ball comes back. Now Scroggins leads by 4, can make it 14. Big shot.
First time on national television for this 27-year-old. I think he's oblivious to everything that's happening around.
Well, Chris, that 9th frame key shot, an old saying to paraphrase it, unconscious competence came through right there. He crossed over, got a Brooklyn, and Aulby doesn't want to watch. He knows that Scroggins got a great break, and now Scroggins can slam the door. And if he can win this match, he'll bowl his roommate for the title. But it's still not over yet. That's a winner.
That's a great finish. Mike Scroggins.
Scroggins just needs a short count. 4 pins should do it, and that's no problem. He won't throw that ball in the gutter by any means. I think Del Ballard taught all the players a lesson, because on today's lane conditions, you often, as we see, have to play that extreme outside line. Scroggins will not take a chance with that.
Okay, finishes with 4 in a row up to this point as ABC Sports presentation of the Professional Bowlers Tour will return after this message.